Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, everybody out there. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Mum. I hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday morning. It is time to continue Back to the Future, the Telltale game. We're in part 5, but we're also on episode 4. Now, where we left it, we were trying to change Dr. Emmett Brown's mind. How you doing, dude?
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that
Now, I know how to get through this
A
bit,
small
so we're
exaggeration,
going to
but Edna says it'll
push on.
attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
I'm not bad, mate. I'm not bad.
You look a little constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Could be better, could be
And
worse. You know?
intensely focused on taking it.
2
I
days
get
left
the
of being
picture.
42. Well, actually, no, less
I'll
than that
have
now.
to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
So let's hope.
Hey, Emmett, I've got
Let's
an
hope
idea.
we can get through
What?
episode 4 today,
Why
shall
don't
we?
I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
Okay.
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey,
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Yes, observe.
Layabout. Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
Okay, so
Nothing happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
okay, so we turn it on. Now, this is very simple. It's bad, good, bad, good, bad, good.
Want an algae cake?
Sure. Oh. Oh. Ew.
So now he's thinking bad.
Careful. Don't let all the flavor escape.
Thinking good. Now slide.
Ew.
So I dropped the oil can.
Ah,
So I had to pick that up
smells
again and
much
do
better.
that before we leave here to get his suit ready to be a bit fucked, you know. But we'll do that after we've done
That
this bit.
smells good.
But yeah, how's your weekend going so far, mate? So here's the bad.
Ew. Ew.
Have you made progress on the games you played? That's the big question.
Ah. That smells good.
Hey, complete it. Nice.
Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh, well, that switch just keeps shorting out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
Looks like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best. What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned
Because I got
rocket
this
car.
bit's deja vu
Gross.
for the can, but that's
Accounting
okay.
doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure. So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
Edna says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all sense of judgment.
No kidding.
Right. So I think we've also got enough then
Bingo! Now Emmett's mind map is as bad as Tannen's. Now
To
all
get
I
the
have
dirt
to do
on
is
him.
swap this out with Emmett's original mind map, and Emmett's own machine will do him
with
in.
singy lady that's not as bad as Edna's singing.
Okay, Emmett, get ready to meet the new you.
Hey,
What?
I almost left behind my mind map card. We're gonna show it off at the expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna kill me if I forgot that.
She might kill you anyway when she gets a look at that mind map. Once Emmett gets to the expo, I'll try to figure out how to get him to put his card in the mental alignment meter. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett a slob who cheats on his girlfriend.
Achievement!
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
Right. Let's not have that anymore.
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser.
McFly!
With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever.
Right, let's nick
What
this.
the hell is that?
What?
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
There we go. I believe we got everything.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Emmett, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No!
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, oh, great.
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I forgot he was on his on the skateboard there. His teeth are green already. Well, he had the cakes. Hey, Trixie.
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Good. I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
I can give her the album.
I brought Emmett's photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo. How about the furs and the diamond?
I'll get him to you.
The diamond we have. Where are we going to get the fur from, though? Any ideas, guys?
Voila.
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme. Keep that up and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to Emmett.
I'm working on it. Now bring me those furs and we'll be in business.
Does a caveman have a fur?
Furs donated by Lamont's House of Ermine. At least they're going to a good cause. They're stuck tight in this tar.
Oil. Spray the spray bottle. Let's try the spray bottle on that.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, where the cleanser might have dissolved the fur.
Yes.
Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
We're on the same wavelength there, dude. Which is nice. That's the fur then.
Hey, Trixie. Are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but, they'll work.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, the redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long, he won't.
Great.
A common parlor maid you see before you. But beneath this apron there beats the heart of a... hiya, kid.
Sure you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, the redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long, he won't.
Now I believe we go back to Doc.
Hey, Doc. Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
I swiped this from Emmett's, your lab.
My
It's
anti-stick, anti-stain formula. I remember it well. I had high hopes for that concoction, until I discovered that it decays into a cloth shredding enzyme after 12 hours.
That's what your younger self said.
Right, okay.
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, what am I supposed to look for again?
A signal that it's done evaluating the time circuits. The analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
It's about Edna.
Don't worry, she's not going anywhere right now.
That's good, but... Have you found out anything that can help me?
Only that she's stubborn, argumentative, and completely convinced of her own moral superiority.
Great, thanks, Doc. That really helps. What are you two talking about anyway?
It's a private matter. I promised I'd keep it between us, for the present.
She isn't starting to get under your skin, is she?
Heavens no. The memory of her older self wheeling me into the reconditioning chamber is just too strong. The younger version is decidedly more attractive, though.
On another subject...
Less distasteful, I hope.
Right,
Is it true that you only had eyes for Edna?
At that time, I'm afraid so. I always tended to idealize the opposite sex. I was educated in a boys' school, and Jules Verne was always a little sketchy with female characters.
You haven't got time for a therapy session, Doc. Edna made a point of saying that teenage you looked great in her grandfather's suit.
I did cut a fine figure in that suit. She hated it when I got it dirty.
You know how that mental alignment meter of yours pegged you as a model citizen? Well, wait till you...
Stop! You're going to tell me about one of your schemes to make Edna break up with me, aren't you?
Yeah, see, Edna thinks...
I don't want to hear it. I know it's in the service of a good cause, but I still can't bear to know the details of my younger self's impending heartache.
yeah, fair enough.
Horrible news, Doc. Emmett's gonna ask Edna to marry him tonight.
But that's not how it happened. She didn't get me to propose until much later, that night at the lake.
Something I said must have caused him to move up the timetable.
Great Scott! This time travel business is trickier than I imagined.
I've had a spray bottle about my plan. Quick exit out one plan, right.
Good news. I think Trixie's gonna go along with my scheme.
Pursue whatever strategies you like, but please don't tell me the details.
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, don't. After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
Exactly, right, so where are we going next then, now that we got that part of the plan?
Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Hey, the light's green. That means Doc could take the DeLorean out again.
Now we can do that. Right, now we can go. Light is green, trap is clean.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run. I've got to run a short errand, Miss Strickland. I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
When did you land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it started to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests and we'll see what we find.
Why put the bottle in the DeLorean?
It'll be safe in there.
Okay. $12 hours. How else can you age it? 12. Ah. Yes. So when it comes to later on, he will then spray on his clothes. You give it back to him, spray on his clothes, and his suit will disappear. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Nope, no green light yet.
So now I just have to wait again.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear.
Not at all, Mr. Sagan. Take your time.
Much obliged, Miss Strickland. Yes?
Yeah, let's wait and see whether it comes back up. I mean, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I didn't think of it that way.
Hey, the light's green.
There we go. Right. Does make sense.
Carl!
I'm sorry, Miss Strickland.
Call me Edna.
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success. I'm sorry to desert you again.
Yes, well, you've left me with plenty to think about.
So after doing this should run the next part of the game, I'm guessing. So we had the oil to jump it, but put it back on his suit, and then we go, oh, Emmett,
By the
we've got
look of
this.
things,
7 hours. I'm this close to identifying the problem. Guess I better crank up the old chronometric analyzer once more.
Doc's trip aged the formula a few hours. Not enough to turn it to acid, though.
Right, so we put it back in then. Because it's 7 hours, so we need it another 5 hours.
Nope, no green light yet.
Okay. So one more trip around it should do it, right?
Hey, Carl!
And how you doing, Lenz? Are you
I'm
alright?
sorry, Miss Strickland.
Call me Edna.
Edna, the annoying woman in here.
Hey, the light's green.
Right.
I see. Well,
Hey, Carl!
I'm sorry, Miss Strickland.
call me Edna.
Because I would love to be on part 5 by the end of this stream today.
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Ah, time for another test run.
If we can do that,
Miss Strickland.
brilliant.
Go. I shall await your return.
And her singing voice. You can't forget about her singing voice.
There
we go.
This time.
Depends what you mean by luck. My arrival time was off again.
By how much?
8 hours this time. Gave me the chance to take in 3 showings of Frankenstein. Good movie. A bit implausible from a scientific perspective, but I can see how my younger self would have been mesmerized.
What about the DeLorean?
Oh, yes. I did get one critical piece of information. The chromium elements in my circuits became unstable during the temporal shift. I should replace them with titanium.
Great.
Now, unfortunately, titanium won't become commercially available till the Kroll process is perfected in 9 years.
9 years?
But there may be another solution. I'm going to fire up the chronometric analyzer again. Then, while I'm stalling in there, you can... Uh-oh. Where did it go?
The lab.
Ah! You better get down there before she makes the situation impossible. I'll tend to the DeLorean.
Age to perfection.
Back to the lab we go then.
Hey, Emmett, I'm back.
Oh, my.
You know, I thought you were coming down here to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
No, she is. But she's generously scheduled brief canoodling breaks every 45 minutes to keep my mind fresh.
Time's up, dear. Let's get back to work.
Shall we?
Now, Mr. Callahan, what can I do for you?
Leave him alone.
Mr. Sagan says he needs to talk to you back at the high school.
He does? Whatever for?
He says he's got a lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He does he? Well, I'm not sure anyone cares about that old story anymore. But I suppose I could spare a few minutes in the service of solving a crime. Will you be all right without me, sweetheart?
It'll be tough, but I think I'll muddle through.
Try to keep him focused. He's so easily distracted.
Don't I wish?
So why are we back here? Because we've got the mental alignment.
Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
Do I now use the bit on his clothes?
You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
Do I give him the spray bottle back?
There it is. I've been looking all over for my portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Where'd you find it?
Out by the trash?
That's strange. I haven't been out there for hours. Oh well.
Are you gonna spray your jacket? It's looking a little dusty.
Not until it's really dirty. This cleanser doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, some of the ingredients grow on trees, but the rest are synthesized polycarbonate
Really
detergent
dirty?
blends.
I can do that. I'll wait until you're at the expo to show Edna what a suit-destroying slob you can be.
Well, that's about it.
It is?
Yep. As soon as I get all this stuff loaded into the truck, I'll be ready for the expo. Want to lend me a hand?
How about I go tell Edna you're coming? I'll, get her ready for you to pop the question.
Good thinking. Go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
I really hope this works.
Yes. Here we go. Progress, peoples, progress.
Marty!
Doc! What's all the hustle and bustle?
It's almost time for the opening ceremony.
Holy jeez, I better work fast. I think I got it all worked out. When it all comes together, Edna will think you're the worst guy in town. I just need a couple more pieces.
Well, don't go to too much trouble.
We've got to have money.
Yay! Thank you for the bit, dude.
thought of an easier way to break them up?
Not exactly. You see, I've been mulling things over, and in the timeline you're from.
The right timeline.
Yes, I've got a wife.
A great wife. Clara, and kids, and a dog, and a bitchin' time train, and...
And Edna? How does her story turn out? How does she end up?
Oh, well, Edna ends up... You're not really supposed to know these things in advance. It's bad luck.
But you told me how my story turns out.
Yeah,
And
but...
it's not as if I'll be in a position to do anything about it once my younger counterpart's destiny has shifted. I imagine I'll be folded into the new timeline, and I'll probably lose all memory of the old one.
Maybe.
So tell me, just to satisfy my curiosity, what's going to become of Edna?
She's doing great. She's got a full life, lots of friends, always busy.
She's got a fellow?
Sure, lots of them.
Lots of them. She's a tramp?
No, what I meant to say was...
Let's start over. How does Edna end up?
To be honest, she ends up kinda... sad.
Sad?
She lives with some cats in a dinky little apartment, and she spends most of her time yelling out her window at people, and collecting newspapers, and living in the past.
I see. Perhaps we've been going about this problem the wrong way. Do we really have to completely obliterate my timeline so we can restore yours?
Yes.
Doc?
Maybe we could have the best of both worlds. I could be with Edna, but it could be a little bit, more healthy.
Can you hear yourself? Do you know what you're saying? Let me remind you. Doc, she tried to erase your brain.
Oh, she was terrible, no argument. Horrible. But she started out with such pure intentions.
So did Nero. I don't believe this.
All I'm saying is, let's stop and take a breath. This elaborate plan to derail my younger self's love life, is the short-term misery worth the long-term gain? Maybe we can find a third way. One where everybody wins. What do you think?
Yeah, not okay.
No. I'm sorry, Doc. I can't go along with what you're saying. You don't belong with Edna.
So you're determined to break us up, in spite of my stated wishes.
Basically, yeah.
Then there's nothing left to say.
Where are you going?
Why should it matter to you? Aren't you planning on overriding me?
Yeah, don't be a twat, Doc. Right, so we go Trixie first, try and get her over here.
He's here, and it's here.
Yay,
Right
timely
over there.
traveler.
Perfect. You go distract him, and I'll get ready for my grand entrance.
Woo!
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
Oh, hello, Harry. I guess I've got a mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, No telling how Edna's gonna react. Wish me luck. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Do it.
You've You've, got something on your suit.
Oh, so I have. Anti-stain formula, work your magic.
Emmett!
Just in the nick of time. Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit elevated at the moment. There's something I've just gotta ask you.
Wait, your tie's a bit crooked.
I've been holding it inside for weeks now, and I've simply gotta get it off my chest.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
my grandfather's suit!
My formula.
Oh.
Don't look. Turn your head. I'll be right back, and we can try this all over again.
Emmett Lathrop Brown!
Huh?
Trixie Trotter, how do you know this woman?
I don't. I mean, I listened to some of her records, and I may have taken a picture or two of her, but I...
Go on. Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps it is true, but I know you all too well.
What is going on here?
You rich boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart. Well, you can take back your furs and take back this gaudy diamond,
Ouch.
too. I don't need your expensive presents. I need you. And more importantly, little Emmett Jr. needs you.
Well,
Edna, I...
don't Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I took you for.
But I am, see? The mental alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell in love with.
Let me see that card. I should have known. A degenerate criminal.
But...
Get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
That was rough, Emmett. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but things are gonna be okay. You and me can... Emmett?
That went off great, huh?
Yeah. Maybe too great. Emmett!
Yes! We did it! It's what we wanted.
Emmett!
Go away.
Come on! Where are you?
Needs of the many and all
Sorry
that,
you
you
had
know.
to go through that scene at the expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and
The story is over.
stay there, Emmett. Don't throw away your future.
I don't have any future. They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Stop!
Ah! What are you doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Then what do you...
It is!
Come when I want to think.
Oh.
When I want
is
to
a
be
statue of Einstein.
alone.
Oh. What are you thinking about?
Can't you take a hint? I don't want you here. I don't need you.
You don't know what you need.
And you do?
As a matter of fact, yeah. You need... to give your system a jolt. Taking a thriller like Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. I tell you that my very life force is drained away, and you want to talk about Hollywood monster movies.
It's a very inspirational monster movie. Especially the scene where they bring the monster to life. There's this big gurney that lifts him up into the air, and see, there's this wild storm going on, and lightning crashing everywhere. It's amazing. And you just gotta see it, Emmett. It'll change your life.
Look at my helmet. Which light is flashing?
Yellow.
Apathy. I don't care about movies. I don't care about anything anymore. And I never will.
Don't give me that. You care. You still care about inventing things.
Inventing is overrated. 99% hype, 10% fraud. Name one invention that ever did anybody any good.
How about the telephone? Think how that invention has revolutionized the whole world.
Yes, now a person can be rejected long distance.
The automobile was a great invention, right? You love cars.
Yes. If I'm lucky, I may be struck by one today.
Think about Edison and the light bulb. That was a great invention.
Might have been. If there was anything in this miserable world worth illuminating.
Help me out here.
You're getting on my nerves, Callahan. At least you would be if I still cared about anything.
Oh.
We're all depending on you to pull it together. Why, you're gonna put Hill Valley on the map.
Oh, please. My greatest fear is that I'll end up frittering my life away in this miserable town.
Me. Care about me, Doc.
You?
Yeah.
You did this to me.
Did what?
I was perfectly content drudging away in my dad's law office. You show up out of nowhere, get me all excited about inventing, and disappear. 2 months later, you show up again, you trick me into making a hero out of myself and getting involved with Edna Strickland. Then you appear a third time and pretend to be my friend just so you can yank the rug out from under me and send me sprawling into the dirt.
Okay, I can work with that.
I loathe you, Harry Callahan. Or is that even your real name?
Marty. My name is Marty.
Oh, so everything you've told me's been a lie.
More or less.
Why? Why did you ruin my life?
Edna was no good for you. She was leading you down the wrong path.
I see. You had my best interests at heart.
Yeah,
Just like my father.
but there's more to it, see?
No. No.
Your father doesn't know your true path.
And you do?
Yes!
How is it that I could create a mental alignment meter and yet fail to realize that you are completely delusional? Oh, what does it matter? The world is absurd.
No, I know exactly what I'm doing. See,
Yeah, he's actually Clint Eastwood.
I know this may sound crazy, but you gotta listen. In 1985, you're gonna invent a time machine.
You're right. It sounds crazy.
I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from. In 1985, you're gonna invent a time machine.
You're right. It sounds crazy.
I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from. I
Fun.
did it for fun.
You ruined my life for fun?
Yeah, that's how I get my kicks.
You bastard. And all that time you spent building up my dreams, telling me I was going to be a great scientist.
Yeah, what a laugh. Dreams are only for people with guts enough to follow them.
You're saying I don't have guts?
You? Look at you.
What do you know? A person like you? You don't know the first thing about me. I have more dreams in my little finger than you'll ever have.
Hey, daydreams don't count.
Daydreams? That's what they said to Edison. That's what they said to Einstein. That's what they said to...
Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah! And look what they accomplished. I'm sick of people telling me what I can and can't do. First my father, then Edna, now you! Listen to me, good. From now on, I'm living my life my way. I'm taking my own advice and I'm following my own ideas. My ideas. Do you hear me? My ideas. Great Scott. I've got it.
Got what?
The solution. My invention. I know how to make it work.
Mental alignment meter?
No, my airborne personal transport device.
The rocket car?
Not rockets at all. That was my mistake. The basic idea was sound, but the propulsion system was unworkable. But the lightning. Suddenly the answer is clear. It came to me all at once, like...
A bolt of lightning?
Exactly! Static electricity! Super ionized static electricity powering the asynchronous oscillation of frictionless plates inside the... What's this stupid thing doing on my head?
Emmett, you're you again.
Here I've been wasting my time with silly mind-reading tricks when there's serious science to be done. And the expo begins at 8!
Let's get the hell out of here before anything else happens.
What?
I said, let's get out of here before anything...
Shit.
Emmett!
What?
I'll help you finish your new invention.
Great! The first step is to get me down from here!
Can you climb up?
I'm afraid I can't find a convenient purchase for my upper limbs.
What?
No handhold!
Got anything useful on you?
Only my wallet. Oh, and this portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Oops!
Got any ideas for me?
I think I used up my quota for the day.
I'm sorry I had to get you so upset. See, I figured you needed to...
Forget it! This isn't the time for long-winded explanations.
Hang in there.
Very funny!
What have I got on me? Nothing. I mean, skateboard, cakes, meh.
I'm good, but even I don't think I could skateboard on that.
See, if I could swing the rope.
I can't swing on it while it's still attached to the statue. I can't swing on it while it's still attached to the statue.
Untie it?
Emmett's solution. This stuff's dangerous.
Courthouse doors, yes.
That doesn't need to be sprayed by fabric-destroying enzymes.
No, but I need you to go in them.
Hold on!
I wasn't planning on doing anything else.
Rope. No, I don't want to go in the hatch. Stop it. No. I mean, we could try and have a look.
Emmett's helmet. I don't think he needs it now.
No, we don't need it now, right. Emmett's truck.
Should I go for help?
No, don't go
Nah,
for help.
leave him.
Right, we got to go on the rope. Got to move the rope so it swings over and he catches it. That's what we got to do.
Hang in there!
I don't have a choice.
Oh, this episode's taking longer.
Gotcha!
Let's get out of here.
Your pants! They're stuck!
Do something before we're crushed. Ah!
Spray.
What are you doing?
Trust me! Hold on!
Ah! What did you say your name was again?
Marty!
Marty? Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Tungsten.
Got
The
it.
catalyst will need to be made out of tungsten, given the temperature within the convertible no doubt be intense. We'll have to harvest the filaments from all the light bulbs in my house.
Your invention. You think you can finish it before the end of the expo?
Think? I've got to. My future depends on it.
Then let's go.
Of course, the oscillating plates will need to be calibrated precisely. Even the slightest misalignment could cause the magnetic field to fluctuate in intensity, leading to sudden shifts in polarity. The results could conceivably be catastrophic.
Who cares?
My thought exactly. Science should be messy and unpredictable, or else where's the fun of it?
To the expo.
Need a lift?
Mr. Sagan, got the kinks worked out of your car of the future?
Not all of them, but at least the DeLorean's mundane terrestrial functionality remains intact.
As usual, I have not the slightest idea what you're talking about. In fact, you remind me of someone I used to...
There, my dear, don't worry. I'm sure it will all turn out well in the end.
Maybe for everyone else, but I suddenly feel very much like someone who's going to be alone and unloved for a very long time. Maybe I should get a cat.
Nonsense. I can state with nearly 100% certainty that you're going to have a long and fulfilling life.
How can you know that?
I think you'll find I know almost everything worth knowing about you and young Emmett and his friends. Tell me, how much do you know about Harry Callahan?
Oh, that's not good.
Let me explain it again. I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable. It was science. She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. If Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Doc.
Thank you, Michael. We have enough time to begin the final part. Do I believe we're going to finish the final part today? No. But at least we can start it. Okay. So 2 weeks, hopefully, we'll be starting racing.
Hello?
Marty, you're awake. Good.
Doc. Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried to give you a nudge before I left, but you were practically comatose. How long has it been since you slept?
Aside from being knocked unconscious, I'm not really sure.
Anyway, I left you back at the lab to perform an important mission. On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah, is that good?
Good. It's fantastic. Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn.
No worries, Michael, you let away.
But... Okay, Emmett. One static accumulator coming up. Yeah! Jeez, Doc. Watch out. You almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
You don't look fine.
Where have you been all night?
I've been driving around, looking up old friends, thinking things over.
Okay.
So is that what I'm destined to build for the expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc?
It was science.
You can't want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazier ambitions.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Another path? What other path?
Oh,
I
God.
don't know. Architecture, automobile repair, taxidermy. Maybe I'll even pursue a life in law like my father always wanted. As long as Emmett steers clear of science, Edna and I will be free to be happy together.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure. Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No. Ah! What the hell? Where'd it go?
Yeah, where the fuck did it go? Aha.
Oh, come on. Here, little static thingy.
It's like, stop it. It flew off for a life adventure, it did, didn't it?
Gotcha. Whoa!
The future is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland. just around the bend, my friend, you'll see a dream or two. If you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true.
It's Big Daddy.
There's a world of wondrous wonder on display, because the future is coming today.
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her.
I found a loophole.
What kind of loophole?
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
All right.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Because the future is coming. It's almost here now. The future is coming. It's getting clear now. The future is coming today.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Callahan.
What's she doing here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty. Now.
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
The electrokinetic levitator was Emmett's idea. I just helped. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
how do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Harry Callahan really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Harry?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist! A foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo!
Annie, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Come here. Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose, but she's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well?
I'll dig something up.
You do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better, where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna.
So, Trixie, could you smack her in the mouth, please?
Emmett's gonna fly his electrokinetic levitator, and he's gonna do it today.
Hello, Jay. How you doing?
Insert ticket to enter.
Enlightenment awaits.
Excuse me, Mr.
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
Jacques Cousteau. Nice.
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish brown hair.
A distracted look.
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Glass.
Great, thanks.
passed by here with an older gentleman.
How about an algae cake?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? But I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey, you're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice.
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster.
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
The expo? Sure. But I was wondering.
Emmett's in the glass house. Right, okay.
Emmett's in the glass house with Carl Sagan.
Then you found him. Oh, good.
It's not good. Sagan's gonna make him miss his demo.
What are you, his mother? I'm sure he can take care of himself.
Is there any way you can delay Emmett's demo? He ran into some last-minute turbulence.
Emmett's already pushed his luck by substituting this electrokinetic what's-this for the mental alignment meter he was supposed to be showing. I can't alter his place on the roster, too. The board would get the idea I was showing favoritism.
You are, though.
Edna Strickland got Officer Parker to close Emmett's booth down.
What? Why?
She claims his invention is dangerous.
Is it?
That's not the point.
No.
Is there anything you could do to get Emmett's booth reopened?
I am afraid not. This may be a wondrous land of tomorrow, but it's still within the jurisdiction of the Hill Valley Police Force. Maybe you should talk to Officer Parker.
He says there's nothing he can do as long as Edna's got clout in Hill Valley.
She does have that.
See you around.
No, he said he was in the house of glass. How the hell do I get in there?
Hey, Emmett, come out of there. Don't listen to him. Perfect. Insert ticket to enter.
So how do I get tickets?
I think that's supposed to be a clock.
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof.
Atlas.
Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
So KL4253.
Greetings!
Hi, Trixie.
That's Techni to you, kiddo.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know? Now what can I do you for?
Can you smack?
Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
No, she doesn't.
Look, Trixie, I found Emmett. He's in the glass house with Doc, Carl Sagan.
Oh, good. That's nice.
We've got to get him out of there.
Aren't you being a little dramatic? It's an exhibit, not a prison.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the glass house, the future furnishings, and of course, enlightenment under the sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Duteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
Yeah, how do I get a ticket?
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kind of like family now, you know?
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Happy to help.
Trixie, you're a wonderful lady. I know people don't like your singing voice, but you know what? You're a wonderful lady, and we like you, and you're okay.
Welcome to the Atlas House of Glass, the future of domestic life.
Okay, Emmett, let's get you out of here. Emmett!
Because that's the
Emmett,
phone
don't
we use,
listen
isn't
to
it?
him. He's crazy.
I'm still not sure about this business proposal, Mr. Sagan.
Let me explain it again.
Atlas Glass, unbreakable and soundproof.
Soundproof glass. Great.
Our living space can be configured to meet the needs of any family. Need a private study? Simply slide the walls in, or slide them out again to create a spacious banquet hall.
What have we got on here that can do this?
I'm only giving this to Emmett. I'm only giving this to Emmett.
Right, okay, so we can't do that, we can't do that, we've already got those. You can get anywhere you want in the modular home of the future as long as you can configure the walls correctly.
Emmett, get out of this place and back to your booth. You're gonna miss the demo. Come on, Emmett, look up here. Ah.
No. Actually, it has to be that because of the thing, mate. The green bit was done. The blue bit was done. I mean, you've missed a tiny bit. Yeah, Marty shouting at glass, you know. Absolute prick.
Emmett? Where'd you take him now, Doc?
Greetings again, mortals! This is Techne, Muse of Progress. Hoping you're all having a swell time taking
Oh,
in
damn,
all
it's
the
been a
exhibits.
prick. Ed the
Don't
shot
forget,
here,
you can
young
purchase
Emmett's
tickets to
a
our
bit
main
down.
attractions right here at the information booth.
Claiming Marty's an arsehole.
This plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it.
That's got plant.
In the House of the Future,
it's wax.
Okay. What the green button do?
In the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Hey!
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Checkney News of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
Hey, Trixie. It's me, Harry.
Oh, hi. What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I was just checking out this snazzy phone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Conversation terminated.
Wait, can I call her and call myself Carl Sagan?
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo.
Or some
Checkney
guy. Yeah,
speaking.
let's try
Who's
some
this?
guy then.
This is Anthony. I'm looking for a friend of mine, Mr. Closeoff.
Clothes off.
Yes, first name Oliver.
Oliver Closeoff. Listen, kid. I didn't just fall off the poutine truck. Who is this really?
Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
Yeah. It's the old classic, eh? Let's see what a blue button does first before we carry on, because we want to make sure we can find Emmett.
Comes equipped with a modern home entertainment center.
Chinese checkers and everything.
It's not much, so we've got to do something with the blue. We've got to do something with the phone.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4385.
Brown residence.
Hey, Hampton. How's it hanging? This is Marty, Emmett's friend. Is he there?
Not at the moment. I'm afraid he's off on one of his little adventures.
Thanks. Bye.
Farewell.
Conversation terminated.
Kid telling to give her a scare. Could do that.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
It's Kid Tannen. I'm out of jail and I want you back, baby.
I don't know who you are or why you're doing that horrible impersonation of Kid, but that part of my life is over. I've gone legit.
Conversation terminated.
Good for you, Trixie.
So, the only one we can do now is Carl Sagan.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal
Oh, Carl Sagan.
helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your
Hang
phone
up.
helmet experience.
Morning, Moon Queen. How are you all?
Klondike 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
Lock her in the phone.
Mr. Sagan, I didn't expect to hear from you again till after the expo.
You didn't?
Yes, wasn't that part of our plan?
Yes, our plan. How about that plan? Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
I do have the flower pot, yes.
As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come galumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me. So, I don't mean to pry, but why did you burn down all those speakeasies?
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear? But it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
What details? All I'm supposed to do is use my poll with Detective Parker to get Emmett's demonstration canceled while you keep Emmett distracted. You are keeping him distracted, aren't you?
Oh yes, he's a very distractible young man.
Oh, that's what I keep telling everyone.
Why are you saying all those terrible things about Emmett's friend?
Young comrade Smirnov, you were the one who told me about his vile deeds.
I seem to have momentarily lost track of Emmett. Do you have any idea where I might find him?
You lost him? You were supposed to keep him distracted.
Oh, I have been. He's just wandered off.
Well, go look for him. I've got my hands full with Parker.
There's been a change of plan.
What?
Yes, I've changed my mind. I think we should let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
But you told me it could be dangerous, and that Yakov Smirnov was a foreign agitator. That the only way I could get Emmett back would be to scoop him up after his dreams were shattered,
Yes. I said a lot of things, but I was a little crazy at the time. The important thing is, now I think you should let Emmett go ahead with his little demonstration.
Oh, I get it.
What?
It's Comrade Smirnov, isn't it? He's gotten to you.
No! I really want Emmett to go ahead with his demo.
Don't worry, Carl. You can count on me.
Well, we should probably get back to the plan.
Yes, we should. Goodbye, Mr. Sagan.
Goodbye.
Right, so your thinking then is I need to put the plant pot in the phone booth with something recording in there to get her admitting that she did the speakeasies, and then you pass it to the cop. That's what you're thinking.
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
It's a bug.
No, a plant, but it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants...
So we swapped the potted plant with this one. We put that one in the phone booth. Don't worry, we're not doing anything. Don't you worry, Mr.
Next up
Copper.
on our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott.
Thanks, Technique. I'm truly honored to be here today among all you pointy-headed type people. Like the lady said, I labor in the field of
Okay, call me a snoop.
ladies and gentlemen, is a mysterious and little-known biological
Okay, right.
Through diligent study and countless hours of experimentation, I believe I have unlocked the secrets of this noble vegetation, and I am here to present my discoveries to a disbelieving world.
Because if we can get her sorted out and gone before today's end, means we can just polish this off next week, potentially.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Yeah, it's a good thing, isn't it?
Klondike 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
It's me, Carl.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sagan. What can I do for you?
Edna.
Can you get Edna on the phone for me again?
You got it, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Your Highness!
Mr. Sagan, you really have to stop calling me like this. I've got to keep all of my attention on Detective Parker.
Yes, of course. I've just got a couple more questions. You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
Conversation terminated.
Jeez, Edna was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
Thank you, Ernest. Do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
Yeah, okay, Trixie, let me get on. Thank you. Now we swap that back over.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that answer.
Shh, he's approaching.
Hey, Danny.
Do you mind, comrade? We're busy trying to protect the expo from the likes of you.
This'll only take a minute.
Our plant recorder. It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
You know, one of these days I should really stop falling for that.
Hey, does this mean that the barricades can come down from Emmett's booth? Let's take that as a yes. Okay, Doc. Where have you taken Emmett now? Maybe somebody around here's seen him.
The next exhibitor on our list is Officer Danny Parker of the Hill Valley Police Force. Officer Parker is going to demonstrate a few of the many marvelous tools that our boys in blue will soon have at their disposal. The criminal element has truly met his match today.
Please,
Officer
Trixie.
Parker? It seems our next exhibitor is unavoidably detained, but I'm sure his presentation would have been both enlightening and exciting. How about a round of applause just for the heck of it?
Please, Trixie, let me do this.
Nah.
Has he been taken into there?
Now that I've recorded Edna's confession, I don't want to risk erasing it. Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a tall, thin, older gentleman. He might have been with a tall, thin, younger gentleman.
I know just who you're talking about. They just left not a minute ago. If you hurry, you might catch them.
Take off your helmet.
I prefer to leave it on. The inland air is difficult on my sinuses.
I know you're in there, Doc.
Doc? Yes, I am a doctor of marine biology, but I fail to understand what you're...
Quit fooling around, Doc. What have you done with
Stop! Help! I'm being attacked!
Harry! What are you doing? You can't assault the exhibitors!
You don't understand. He's kidnapped Emmett.
The boy's obviously confused.
I'll say he is.
You want I should toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that is? That's Jacques Duteau of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please, keep it down. The Expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duteau. We can't afford to antagonize him. But if you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have you expelled from the hall.
Bellend.
Professor Duteau, huh?
At your service.
What have you done with the real Professor Duteau?
I'm not sure I like your insinuations.
I'm not sure I like you kidnapping Emmett.
Perhaps I should call the authorities and have you removed from the hall.
You're a cold-blooded guy, Duteau.
C'est la vie.
Let's go in the, Oh, no, we can't.
Where'd you stash Emmett? In the diving bell?
It's called a bathysphere.
Aha! So Emmett is in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not gonna get away with this, you know.
As they say in my country, que sera, sera.
So we have tickets to go in the bathysphere.
Here's my ticket. I want to see inside that bathysphere.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong kind of ticket. Sorry.
Oh, give me a break.
Now we can go to him because he wasn't allowing us in.
Eggs, miracle food from the swamp lid.
Hey, Artie. This ticket should get me into any exhibit on the floor, right?
Sure, that's a P ticket.
Well, the guy at the aquarium is refusing to honor it.
There must be some mistake. Come on, let's straighten this out. Professor Duteau, this young man claims you refused to take his ticket.
Not at all. I'm only too happy to take his ticket. Please, climb the ladder, and I will raise the bathysphere. Mon Dieu, what is the matter? The gears, they must have become stuck. I am afraid I cannot raise the bathysphere at this moment.
What a shame.
Yes, it is. Well, I will work on the problem. Perhaps if you come back later. Come down, please. The bathysphere exhibit is currently closed. Step back! You're crimping the hose.
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
Hiya, folks. It's me, Techne, Muse of Progress, gracing you once again with my presence. And speaking of presents, what better gift could Hill Valley offer the world than this magnificent science and technology exhibit, hey folks? If you haven't done so already, I urge each and every one of you to take a peek at Furnishings of the Future, right here in our main hall. Tickets are available from me, Techni, at our information desk.
It's an old nautical superstition that crimped horse means imminent doom.
It does if there's somebody inside the bathysphere, but I thought you said there wasn't anybody in the bathysphere.
There's not.
Hey! You ready to drop the act now, Jacques Cousteau, a.k.a. Carl Sagan, a.k.a.
No!
Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you.
Which means you die.
I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you would.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you would.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? You know what happens when the air runs out, to both of you.
Can't you see he's messing with us? There's nothing wrong with those gears. Monsieur Dutot is doing his best to fix the exhibit. Hovering over him like that doesn't help the situation any.
Step off the hose!
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
What else have I got here?
I command you.
I'm only giving this to Emmett.
I command you uncrimp that hose.
I demand you let Emmett out of that bathysphere.
I don't know. What?
I'm only giving this to Emmett.
Phew, that's better. Mercy.
Okay, so what are we doing here then?
Step back! You're crimping the hose.
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
So we've got 20 minutes.
Step off the hose.
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
I command you uncrimp that hose.
I demand you let Emmett out of that bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We just stand on it.
Step off the hose.
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
I won't do it.
Then neither will I.
We've got to have money.
To the bits.
The gears, they have become unstuck.
There, see? It was just a malfunction after all.
Let's get you out of there.
Emmett Brown? Then it was true. Hey, you.
Hey, he just took that guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Oh, remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you'd better get back to your booth
Funny
before...
thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I recall, I was in the glass house talking to Carl Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
I'd heard. What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush. I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him that... say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
No, I know how that is.
Greetings and salutations to all our
Whew.
honored guests. I am Techme, Muse of Progress, and it is my pleasant task once again to highlight one of the great minds who was hard at work building a better tomorrow.
I think that's me. I'm next on the roster.
But are you ready?
No, I don't have a choice. Did you bring the static accumulator?
Yes, I did.
Here you go.
Great. Come on, let's get up there.
She could be your muse.
And who knows? One of this kid's gizmos just might take off and change the life of everybody in town.
Hey, yes, third place, yes.
Share with us today?
That ought to do it. Are the block bearings all in the raised position?
Block bearings, block bearings. Raised position, check.
Then it looks like all systems are go. Wish me luck.
I don't have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Emmett Brown.
Objection! Objection, Your Honor! I hereby demand that the scientific demonstration of one Emmett Lathrop Brown be terminated and forfeit by reason of insanity. I declare him to be in contempt of me, his father. Where is he? Hand him over this instant! The longer you
So,
hold
for
out,
fuck's sake.
you don't think you can shelter him.
Come on, Mr. Judge, sir. You're kind of making a scene here.
Wrong. I am stopping my son from making a scene here.
Don't antagonize him.
Well, if you're not going to say anything...
So he is up there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Son, I order you to come down from there this second.
Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back.
I want to speak to my son.
Emmett's not ready to talk to you, directly.
I suppose you're his mouthpiece.
I guess so, yeah.
Yes, I will be. Right.
He says it's no use talking to you. You never listen?
That only shows how pig-headed he is. Of course I listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm counting to 4.
Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
You heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well...
At least give it a shot.
Father?
Son?
You've never understood the first thing about me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be young. You don't know what it's like to have dreams, to have ambitions so great and so powerful that they've got a life of their own. And it's all you can do to hang on for dear life while they gallop on where they must. This is America, Pop. And in America, a person doesn't have to do what his father did. Isn't that why you came to America? To live where there wouldn't be so many rules? Well, we talked. Are you happy?
Not really. He wouldn't shut up.
You gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
Well, you didn't.
See, Your Honor, it's just that this demo is so important to Emmett.
A childish kerfuffle. He'll forget all about it in 2 weeks' time.
That's what I'm afraid of. Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect
He is
you
a
know
bit,
my son
a bit of a
pretty well by
jerk.
now. Do you
Bloody dad
seriously
for
think
you.
his
Hello,
exhibition
Robin.
is
How you
going to
doing?
be a success?
Yeah, it doesn't matter for, you know.
Sure. Sure it will.
Ha! You know as well as I how it'll end. Disaster!
Maybe, maybe not, but even if it does, I mean, isn't Emmett entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmett has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my job as his father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
Emmett's just...
stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
No.
Okay, but if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are kinda... good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake, those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when you were a kid, but nowadays you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language with only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me! And I made out all right, too.
How'd your dad feel about it at the time?
Papa? He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
Ah, you see, now we get to the root of the problem. I'm not bad. I'm not too bad. We did stuff yesterday that now Mum's hearing is better from Friday. I don't want to say too loudly, but we're planning something for her 70th birthday, which is in a few weeks. So we had to do something yesterday, which is why I wasn't on the podcast.
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the end.
But if anybody,
but by then
any
it
of my
was
friends around
too late.
Leicester on Tuesday morning,
Tell him I'll listen to
I'll be
him.
around there.
I want to listen to him. If he wants to talk.
Emmett?
Here to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
Okay, so he's got a strong personality.
Strong personality. Lord save us from strong fathers. Why couldn't I have been born to a nice, wimpy milquetoast?
Yeah, well, that's no picnic either. The important thing is, fathers can change.
Says you.
I really think he means it this time.
He won't listen to me.
He says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... Oh, skip it.
Deep down, he's just worried about you hurting yourself.
No amount of physical pain could equal the pain he's already inflicted to my spirit.
Yeah.
You were starting to say that you're like...
Skip it.
Can it be that you and your dad?
No, next subject.
Emmett, stop being a dope. You've got your pride, okay, I get it. And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
May I come up?
So, you think my new invention is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Pop,
There we go.
you're gonna change your tune once you see this baby go airborne. You see, the force field generated by the static accumulator... Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us through that unavoidable delay. And now the Hill Valley Expo is pleased as punch to present Mr. Emmett Brown and his electrokinetic levitator.
I wonder how farther through this episode we are now, we're considering.
Look at that! He's flying! My Emmett is flying! Hey! Hey, stop! Get back here!
Oh, we got an achievement.
Doc! Are you okay?
I thought I could change her. Things could be different.
Oh, God.
Forget about it. Come on. We gotta find a way to stop her before...
No, don't come any closer.
Doc!
Go away!
But...
Move! Move! Marty!
Oh my God! Doc! Say something.
Chromium, lithium, potassium, iridium, titanium, ruthenium,
I'll get help.
newspaper.
What? You mean... Gonna get you to a hospital, Doc. You're gonna be okay.
Yes. Oh, I think I am going to be okay, Marty.
No, come on, Doc. Doc, don't do this. Don't go.
That's the doc that needed to go, though.
Doc, come back.
Yeah. How can you be It's your wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff.
Marty, have you been out here the whole time?
Emmett, is it over already?
Oh, it's over all right. You missed a very wild party. I'm afraid I've been banned from the expo for the next 50 years. And if I were you, I wouldn't go back in either. At least not until all the broken glass is swept up. Oh, what was I thinking? Naturally, the ionic wind generated by an electromagnet of that size will play havoc with a merely mechanical steering mechanism. We need a much more advanced control system. I wonder if we could find a way to translate the body's own gravitational field into electrokinetic force. One might be able to direct the ionic current simply by shifting one's weight. Oh, great Scott, that's it!
And you're not discouraged?
Discouraged? By what? You mean what happened in there? Oh, that was a learning experience. The way I see it, it's those little mistakes along the way that advance us along the pathway of knowledge. Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's get back to the lab and... I'm sorry, is something wrong?
No, nothing is.
No, nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
You don't sound fine.
Don't worry about it. It's got nothing to do with you. What?
You're a complete mystery to me, Marty. where you come from, what you're doing here. But there's one thing I do know. Whatever it is, it does have something to do with me.
Please, Emmett, don't ask any...
What's this? Come on, let me see. I deserve an explanation.
Okay, here goes.
What's that?
An explanation. But you've got to promise me, don't look at it until you get the key to the city.
Huh?
Emmett!
Just promise.
Emmett, where are you, my son?
I'll be right there, Pop. Key to the city? I don't understand.
And you can understand. Not for a long time. It would do irreparable damage to something. Just say you promise.
Okay, I promise. Wait, I will see you again, right?
I guarantee it. Yeah, it worked.
So, you were the same Marty. Funny how memory can play tricks on a person. I remembered you being much taller.
How was the ceremony?
Long. You've got a theatrical way of sending messages.
Now this is after 3.
The only way I could do it without messing up your timeline.
Very clever. But what are you doing in 1931?
I came to make sure you stayed on the path of science.
As opposed to what? The dog food business?
Politics.
Politics? That doesn't sound like me.
It wasn't.
Never mind, it's better I don't know. Let's just get back to 1986. That is, unless your presence has caused any other...
But they talk about him having the train, the time-traveling train.
No. Well, I'm still a little confused about my...
They didn't have the time-traveling train until the end of 3.
Where is he? Where's that no-good son of mine? He's not worthy of the McFly name. You see my Artie anywhere?
Artie McFly?
That's the one. Just got a call from Melvin at the city records office. He tells me the dad-blamed fool's gone and got himself hitched to a Canadian floozy. Can you believe it?
Hitched?
Married. I swear, that boy's gonna put his papa in an early grave.
So that's how she got her job back.
Sly old dog.
Ah, he's married the wrong grandma. I mean, Trixie's not my grandma. And if she's not my grandma, I'm not me. Wait, that was great-grandpa Willie. I met him when he was a baby. He peed on me. Holy crap, Doc, I'm gonna disappear again.
Calm down, Marty. You seem reasonably solid right now. Whatever the problem is, I'm sure we can undo it with the help of...
That car!
Oh, great.
How the hell did she get back here?
She?
You? You're not Edna. What's going on here? Is this some plot to put me in the nut house?
No, it's all very simple, Danny.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Tell me, did I or did I not just chase Edna Strickland off in this car?
Not this exact car, but a car just like it.
A car with a nasty habit of disappearing into thin air?
Well...
Wait, Edna Strickland just disappeared in the DeLorean?
If that's what you call it. It made a loud noise, and then wham! Nothing!
Great Scott! Marty, do you have any notion what date she might have jumped to?
None at all, Doc. See, that DeLorean's time circuits are out of whack. They could jump to any date at all.
Oh, This is bad. This is very bad. Let's just hope she jumped into the future. The far future. If she's jumped into the past...
You think she might mess up the time stream? Wait a minute. This is Edna. Of course she would mess up the time stream.
Guys, you mind telling me what the hell you're...
Yes.
Uh-oh. Doc? Did we just leave Hill Valley?
No, I believe Hill Valley just left us.
How?
Something must have happened to it. A long time ago.
Well, now you two looking mighty lost. Hey, what on earth is that thing?
It's an experimental vehicle. Pay it no mind.
Look, maybe you can help us. Did your son just marry a Canadian saloon singer named Trixie?
Artie? Pshaw, that boy ain't got nerve to ask a girl to the church social. You acquainted with him?
Only slightly.
We're just passing through. We hope.
Tell us. We're looking for Hill Valley.
Well, which is it, a hill or a valley?
No, it's a town. It's a town called Hill Valley.
Hill Valley, a town? Say, I think I once heard that there was a town here a long time ago. Don't know much about it, though.
Just as I suspected.
What happened in Hill Valley?
Oh, heck, I don't know. That was all before I was born.
Then whatever it was must have happened at least 45 years ago.
Nobody much cares to settle around here nowadays. My dad tried to buy a farm in this area years ago, but he got run off by Scary Mary.
Scary Mary?
Well, that's what we all call her. Lives a couple miles from here. I make a monthly drop at her place. She's a fiend for news. Takes all the papers in the county, never throws one away. Say, if there's anybody who could tell you what happened to Hill Valley, it's her.
Can you direct us to her?
It's imperative that we talk to her.
Sorry, fellas, but I'm pretty sure she won't talk to you.
Scary Mary.
Why wouldn't she talk to us?
The thing of it is, guys, Mary's older than dirt, but she's also a little tetched, if you catch my drift. She doesn't like strangers.
I'm sure we can handle her.
We'll be very polite. Please, we gotta see her.
Well, okay, if you insist. Take a right turn just after the bridge, then follow the wheel ruts till they come to an end. You'll have to go the last quarter mile on foot. Good luck, and don't say I didn't warn you. I got a notion I'll be kicking myself for sending you up there.
Can I drive?
I don't know, I'm overrunning again.
Mary Pickford.
They really did, didn't they?
Pardon us for intruding, madam. We were wondering if you could tell us...
I don't talk to hooligans!
On a very friendly sort.
Doc, that was Edna.
Edna Strickland? Impossible.
This is how she was when I first met her. I had to... Listen, just leave it to me.
Okay, you think you know how to handle her. Just remember, we need to know what happened to Hill Valley, and just as importantly, the precise time when it happened.
Yeah, right, okay, that's where we're going to leave it because it is now gone 12. Ooh, okay, lady. Okay, indeed. We're going to finish that off next week. next Sunday. Wow, that's a way to end the stream, isn't it? So, this coming week, in terms of streams, I will be on tomorrow afternoon for some more of Claire. And again, I found out which way to go there, so we're on our way again for that. Then Tuesday evening I'll be back on for potentially more Claire, unless I finish it tomorrow afternoon. If I do, then, we'll be starting a new game on my birthday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And then Crashes Are Us should be Wednesday, Monza. Thursday we can try and once again beat Clatter. And hopefully better than just 1 point away from winning. 1 point. 1 bloody point. But yes, indeed, right. Let us see. Five days to your birthday. Nice, very nice, very nice. Let us see if anybody is on for a raid. And the short answer is no. Okay then, we'll call it there then. We will call it there. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Thank you very, very much for joining me. I will catch you tomorrow for Claire. And I will see you then. Bye-bye.